Trisha ji.
Good evening, I am Trisha Roy. I welcome you all on the behalf of the Art of Living and Sri Sri Holistic of Wellbeing. The Art of Living and Sri Sri Center of Holistic Wellbeing presents Introduction to Ayur Jagruti. So we have Dr. Shweta with us. Hello, ma'am. So brief for you, Dr. Shweta at an early age had an inclination towards Ayurveda. She is graduated from Sri Sri College of Ayurvedic Science and Research from Bangalore. She is being trained by senior doctors. She pursued Nadi Pariksha, traveling in the state of Gujarat, Karnataka, and a few parts of Maharashtra. Since 3 years, when she was in the age of 3, she's doing yoga from that time. And she's also a wellness consultant and a lifestyle advisor of Sri Sri Tattva. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she has helped many people on their way to live healthy living across the globe by giving online consultation. She pursues many holistic healing therapies. So, doctor, we welcome you.
Thank you, Trisha ji, for such a wonderful introduction of me. Thank you so much,
ma'am.
So, we all are here to know more about Ayur Jagruti, right? But, Ayur Jagruti is an introductory workshop regarding Ayurveda. It is the awareness about Ayurveda. And what is Ayurveda? We all are pretty much aware because of the COVID times. Yeah, like COVID time was such a great opportunity for us to learn about Ayurveda, what our holistic science has to give us. Yeah, so but I'd like to tell few sentences about Ayurveda. Ayurveda is something which brings us close to the nature. Ayurveda is something which brings us close to ourselves. It it let us know how we are made up of, what we are made up of, and also it tells us how we are connected to the universe, and why the slight change in the nature or slight changes in the food or anything surrounding us affects us so much. Ayurveda is so deep that it tells us about all the connections. It tells us about the body, mind, and also about the soul. So in this workshop, we will learn little detail about fundamentals and basics of Ayurveda and how the body functions happen in terms of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. For many of us, these terms are new, and many of us have learned about it via internet, and maybe because of the Nadi Pariksha, they got to know that something like this exists. So this is a wonderful opportunity for us to know in detail. And Ayur Jagruti is one workshop which is highly personalized. whatever we learn from YouTube or whatever we learn from Google. And also, like, we have attended so many seminars regarding Ayurveda, regarding COVID, how it is helping us in COVID and different conditions. But in this Ayur Jagruti, we will learn what is our body constitution, how we are made up of, like how my body is made up of, and what is my body constitution, and what in nature affects me the most. And also different many such tips on immunity and how to keep ourselves healthy just by using diet. And we'll learn so many tips about how to use Ayurveda in day to day life. We have so much knowledge about Ayurveda. All of us, we like to read. We are always curious about how our body is made up of, and we keep reading, right? We refer to different books. We refer to different like, we attend different webinars and all. So we are always curious about how our body is made. So this one workshop is really going to help you and is going to tell you about yourself. So it is very good to know what is your body, right?
True. So,
Yeah.
doctor, can you just put some light on the journey of Ayurveda that you have experienced?
Oh, sure. My story is very interesting. Actually, I was a kid, and since then I was very much inclined towards Ayurveda. Like, I was a small kid, maybe around 8th standard or something, and we had a traveling doctor from Shri Shri Tattva who checked my nadi, and I was so curious and fascinated that just by checking my pulse, he could tell me what is my body made up of, and what things are affecting me, what are the imbalances, and how I can take care of my health. And I was very much adamant about whatever suggestions he gave me. I followed it, and to my surprise, I was feeling way much better. Like, as such, I didn't have any trouble related to the, like, body, but the things which he told, and when I closely gave a thought to it, I actually like, got to know ki, yeah, I do have those things. These are so small things, but we are not very much connected to our body that we tend to unnotice this thing. Like, you're not able to notice this small things. So I was so much into Ayurveda, and then I like read about it. What is Nadi Pariksha? What is Ayurveda? And then I was it became one of my dreams to learn Ayurveda only because I wanted to do Nadi Pariksha. So that's how I connected to it. And definitely from my childhood, I am connected to Art of Living. So I studied it in our college, Sri Sri Ayurveda College.
That's nice. And ma'am, apart from Ayurveda and yoga, you're also a classical dancer, a Bharatanatyam and a Kathak dancer. So how does it, how does it balance?
Actually, Ayurveda and dance, both of these art has made me so much contented, and it has put me into discipline. Like, it has made a very deep seat in my heart to the cultures of culture, whatever our India possess, whatever our India has, like the dance form and how it is related to our emotions, and also in Ayurveda how these emotions are related to our digestion and how it keeps our mind better and healthy. So all this, it's like, it made a very good connection, and I just feel good about it now.
That's so nice. That's so nice, ma'am. So let me start with some of my personal question. People usually say, what we eat is what we become. And most of us don't think so much while eating. So could you throw some expertise on this?
See, we have heard, right? What we eat, we are. And it is very true in sense of Ayurveda, because our body type is so unique. All of us are so unique. You cannot say that there is some other person like Trisha ji. There is someone like me. We are so unique. And it every person has their own personality, every person has their own imbalances, weakness. So whatever we eat, we should be mindful about it. Haven't we noticed, if we eat certain things, it just disturbs our mind for no reason,
Mm.
and it also upsets the stomach.
Yeah.
But for the other person, right, sitting next to us, it won't bother the person.
Mm.
It is just affecting us. That person is happily enjoying the food. So it is very personal thing what you put into your body, because that is how your body takes it, and that is how you are made up of.
It's an emotional connection as well.
Yes, yes, definitely. It's an emotional connection. That's why when we don't feel good and we have something what our mother makes,
Mm.
or something which we used to take from our childhood, we
Right.
just feel a sense of comfort. We feel
Yes.
good about it.
So, so, Doctor, you're aware of how hectic our lifestyle has become and the corporate stress. So, I want to know how Ayurveda can help us at our workplace.
Yeah, this is where Ayurveda and this particular workshop is going to help a lot. You know, like you have noticed, there is a particular time when your body feels sleepy, there is a particular time when you feel hungry. So, for everything, there is a particular time. Hmm? And we don't respect that much. And that's how we develop stress. And it should be a balance between our work and our health.
Mm.
If these both go hand in hand, we can say we are, like, healthy.
Healthy.
But if it is like, we give more emphasis on our work, and it just keeps on piling up the stress in the body,
Mm.
and that somehow derails our health. So it is, like, in this workshop particularly, we'll be dealing with the time, which time is good for what activity, and all the things we will, if I tell now, we won't have, like, we won't enjoy the workshop. So we'll keep the secret.
Sure.
But then, yeah, definitely this workshop is going to help you a lot to know how our work life and our health can be well balanced.
And for nowadays, like it is very important for us to take care of our own body, especially after this pandemic.
Definitely. And after the pandemic, our lifestyle has changed a lot.
A
Like
lot.
previously, so many of us were following a particular schedule. We were, waking up early, going for the jog, having our healthy smoothies. And because of the lockdown, so much of lethargy has come. We started sleeping in daytime, and all the wrong habits we have picked up.
Mm.
Netflix and just,
Feeling
eating
and
chilling. So we need to now come back to our health. And Ayurveda is the one thing which will bring us close to ourselves, bring us to the, what we say, synchronity of our body.
so okay. So for various reasons, herbal medicine has not gotten its place in the priority list. So like
Hmm.
people are more into allopathy medicines because it gives the cure, like it gives a cure like matlab, it happens ki people like pop up medicines like it's something sweet, especially with the allopathy medicines. But why I'm just very much curious to know why this herbal medicine like Ayurvedic medicine has just not got his priority in the list. Can you share with your views and how just herbal medicine can keep us healthy?
Our Indian culture is so rich and so vast. We have so many spices which we add in our food, and that whole food becomes so nutritious and it helps our health. But we are, like, ignorant about these small, small things, small, small gifts which we have. And I won't talk about allopathy much, but I would like to talk more about Ayurveda and herbs. Like, it brings us, as I told in first sentence, Ayurveda brings us close to the nature. So the closer we are to the nature, the closer it affects our body. Hmm? And also, when we, like, a small example, if we any of us, we are having so much of junk food and untimely food, and we get little gases, like gas trouble, gastric issues, bloating is there, and lots of burp is there, little bit cramp here and there in the stomach. So by simple taking jeera water, that is boiling a small teaspoon of jeera in warm water and filtering it, and if we have it, you can find such relief with that cramps. And it is a very small thing. So actually it is not like Ayurveda doesn't give instant relief. Ayurveda gives instant relief, but the aim of Ayurveda is not to give you instant relief only. It helps us to take care of the whole disturbance in the body, all the imbalances. And it also tells us what is best for your body in terms of food and lifestyle. So that's why it becomes like, many people consider it little boring. But trust me, when you start doing all these things, start following things which are good for your particular body type, you can see how easily you are able to manage your health, your immunity, along with all the other stuff which you have to deal with. So it is the herbs, because Mother Nature has provided us with so many things. So feel that connection with the nature, be in rhythm with the nature, be in rhythm with yourself. Then you can see how much, like, how deep our science is and so much we have.
Yes, that's true. Like it's very much important also to be connected with the nature. Like our
Yes.
body should always be connected with the nature.
And that's a habit making. It will not happen in just one fine day. Like even today, I have to keep refreshing my habits. Every day we have to keep a track. Every day we have to put little effort, right? We put so much effort in making presentations to keep up our careers. Why not our health? Hmm? Put little effort in our health also, right?
So here's a weird doubt again. How is it that each person behaves differently in the same situation? I mean, let's say it's raining and each person in a family comes up with different symptoms. Or say everyone in a family eat the same thing in the same food, but some of them can take it well and some of them can't. Like how does it goes?
That's what is Ayurveda all about. It tells us our body constitution. It tells us what imbalances that body constitution. Because some things which bother me will not be troublesome to you. And because that is how the body is made. And like you gave the example of rain, one person will enjoy the rain and one person will not enjoy. Like if someone who has lot of heat inside the body will actually enjoy the rain, and someone who feels cold on even little drop in the temperature will just like want to snuggle up and have a sip of warm water. So because that is how our body is. And when we learn about this vata pitta kapha and how the body is made, how the functions are happening, we will be able to deal with all these things in much better way. And it is not like every person like have to be same like have to experience the same thing. It is not like that. If you eat potato and it might not suit you, and for some other person, whatever you give, even like even if he eats 2-3 kgs of potatoes and something, it won't bother the person, because that is how the hunger is, that agni is, the body is, and that is how the body is capable enough to take it. So that's why the immunity also differs on our body constitution. And everything what we need to learn, no, Ayurveda has an answer. And this Ayur Jagruti will help us to know what personally we have and how we can take care of these small things in our day-to-day life.
And it's very important.
Yes, it is very important. It is not like everyone should know so much the whole thing about Ayurveda. It is not like that. Something which is like you should know little about yourself, so that you can take care of your health in a
Yourself.
better way. so that you can use these small Ayurveda tips to keep your health better in day-to-day life, along with little bit like we can take care of our friends and family. And for sure, if there is a lot of trouble, there are so many nadi doctors traveling across the whole world, and we can anytime go and approach them, and they will be so happy to help us out, and they can give us so much knowledge about our body constitution and what is good for that particular
True.
area, everything.
So Ayurveda, it's a very, very vast topic.
Very vast
Very
topics.
vast. And the most important, especially after COVID, especially after COVID, it's very important. Like people should know more about these type of things, so that they can just take good care of their own body.
Yes, and COVID was such a good opportunity for every one of us to improve the health in a holistic manner. Yeah,
True.
we all became so much aware about how our body is affected because of small things, and so much when I see people, they have become so much aware about the health, the food they eat, and previously it was like, oh, it's just a small cold or it's just a small headache, we need not bother about it. But now people are becoming so much aware about the small things, like if we take care of these small symptoms right from the beginning, it won't turn into something very big
Very big.
and dangerous.
Yes.
So Ayurveda helps us to bring back the health,
Hmm.
what matters the most in the lifetime.
That's so nice. So, doctor, my last query is, I'm very much very curious to know what is this Ayur Jagruti workshop is all about and when it is starting from. Can you just tell us little about,
Yes.
doctor?
Ayur Jagruti, the word itself says the meaning, right? Ayur is something related to Ayurveda, and Jagruti is a Hindi term for awareness. So, this whole workshop is a health awareness program, and it is based on Ayurveda. And through Ayurveda, we bring back the knowledge of Ayurveda to help us to bring back our health, and it also deals with the basics of Ayurveda, the fundamentals of Ayurveda, and also the functions which are happening inside our body, inside our mind, and how everything is linked inside our body, how our body is linked with the universe. And also, it personally, as I told, this is a highly personalized workshop because it lets us learn what our body is made up of. Like, my body is different, Trishaji's body is different. So it helps us to learn what our body is made up of, what are the changes which can affect us in a good way or bad way. And then there is something called Ritu Charya also, that is, season keeps changing, and how the season can affect me in person, and what I can do in my home to take care of my health. And also we'll learn interesting mudras, which are hand gestures to relax, even the different and unique stretches which are very good for relaxation and rejuvenation, and so much more about diet and lifestyle, and that question that how to balance between our work and how the Ayurveda will be helpful in the workplace. So all these things we'll be learning in this workshop. Um, you want to do a small demo of a mudra? Would you like to experience this, Shaji?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Why not?
This
That's
is
my
a
pleasure.
this is the one of the interesting and important part of this workshop particularly. So it is a Vayu mudra, we tell. So
Okay.
what we have to do, we can just bend the first finger, index finger, and cover it with the thumb. Yes, and place it on our thighs facing the ceiling and just close our eyes. We'll practice for a few seconds and keep taking deep breaths. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Release the mudra. And open your eyes. You would like to say something, Trisha ji? How do you feel?
It's like I feel something like very calmness in my body.
And you know for how long did we do? It was hardly 30 or I guess 35 seconds. That's all.
Like in the
And
middle, I was feeling something like, something was going on, and then suddenly I was just so much that, and now I'm feeling very good. Like there's a certain calmness in my body.
yeah, so there is so much this mudra can help us with, and this we will learn in Ayur Jagruti. And many such mudras we will learn in Ayur Jagruti. You know, this was just a small trailer, we can say. But we all, like all the viewers also can, feel that they must have been feeling much relaxed. And we
Relaxed.
just for very small time. So we'll learn so many mudras also in this workshop. So our new workshop is coming out on 11, 12, 13 and 14 of this month, and we'll be coming up with such workshops on regular basis. So for that you can stay connected with us via our Instagram page, Facebook page, also through YouTube, and will be just we have so many range of different workshops, but I suggest you all join for this Ayur Jagruti, because Ayur Jagruti is the introductory workshop for Ayurveda, how vast Ayurveda is and what and all we can learn through Ayurveda. So I hope I can see you all there.
Okay, ma'am, that's my last thing I just want to know. Can you just tell us something little about Dr. Uni too?
Yes, Dr. Unni. So we both studied together in Sri Sri Ayurveda College, and he is such a fine Ayurvedic doctor, and he had traveled in areas of Siliguri, Darjeeling, the northeast areas, doing Nadi Pariksha. And now he's also pursuing his MD in Panchakarma, which is the most one of the most important part of Ayurveda. It tells us about detox and all the benefits, and so many different varieties of detox are there in Ayurveda. And that is also so much personalized, like which detox is good for which particular person in which season, and it is just so much detail oriented, and he's mastering that subject. So
That's so nice.
actually he was going to join us today, but he had a sudden call from the hospital and had to rush there.
Okay.
So he'll be joining us for the workshop, but
I hope we'll see him soon.
definitely.
So thank you, Dr. Shweta, for these valuable inputs and such easy way to understand and such easy explanations for Ayurveda. We are now eagerly looking forward to joining the Ayur Jagruti online workshop from the 11th till 14th of April. So kindly join the workshop. To have some, more deep knowledge about Ayurveda and your body. So, okay, thank you so much, Dr. Shweta.
Welcome for conducting it and asking such interesting questions.
Thank you so much. Oh, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. See you. Good night.